Cheers and salutations. Welcome one and all to Chicago Reacts. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe and hit that ring bell notification. That way, all of you beautiful people are made aware when we upload new content upon our, you guessed it, YouTube channel. And today, we're about to visit the great state of Kentucky, and we're about to learn what it means to face off in a wop, a duel. An awesome kind of duel. A cool duel. Like I said, cool dude. But it is titled Medieval Weapons versus the Modern Warrior. How lethal are medieval weapons? So, I think without further ado, since I'm in charge of the ones and twos, let's get ready to play this video. However, before we play this video, everyone, please support Kentucky Ballistics. All right, support the original content creator. It's the right thing to do. It's the one thing to do, you hip cool cats. So the original link, description box below. Do that. Be sure to give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out our Discord. Check out our Patreon. And that's why everybody across the board is happy. And look, medieval weapons are pretty cool. Just be safe. Let's enjoy it. I'm actually a huge fan of, you know, Game of Thrones. And of course, the recent TV show, Shogun, which is really great, all right? But nonetheless, enough of me talking. Let's get ready to play this video in a 3, a 2, and an Uno.
Who's this guy?
Man, he's beating the crap out of that cock. What? Oh, what? What? I said it correctly.
Hey! What are you doing?
'Tis thou challenge you a duel.
I will defeat both of you! What's up, everybody?
Oh! See, now the only person who could wield a Highlander sword would probably be Scott, all right? I mean, just let's face it. Dude, you're built like a mountain. You can carry that. That's like, even the Highlanders back in the day would be like, oh, this dude's one of us already. I mean, he's already carrying that thing like it's like a feather.
My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And not too long ago, I bought this little guy, and
Cool.
I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it got me thinking, how useful would medieval weapons be in the modern era? So today I have a plethora of medieval weapons. I have a ballistic dummy lab zombie torso, and I have modern armor. We are going to put these to the test against medieval weaponry and see how effective they would be, or are they outdated? Let's get set up.
I'm rooting for medieval weaponry. There's actually in Chicago, there's a museum, the Art History Museum, and there's a wing that I really like to visit, and it's the medieval armor section, and you see those Highlander swords there, as well as the armor from Germania, Italy, from the medieval era, and they're wonderful works of art.
And get started. Okay, first things first, we're gonna see how lethal these things are against an unarmored subject. So I have a ballistic dummy labs zombie bust right here. And our first weapon, I don't really know the name of it. I really don't know the name of any of the weapons we have today. So I'm just gonna give them my own. This is the spiky meatball on a stick. And I'm just gonna give
It's a Morning Star, I believe.
it a good whack and see what happens. All right.
Here we go.
Go.
Oh! Oh, shoot. Saw that dent right there. Holy cow. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, of course he's dead. Oh, man, come on. Yep. That's it. He's dead. He's dead.
I bent my stick.
Ah! Hey, man, it happens.
That's not very high quality, is it? But I will say that that definitely looks pretty lethal. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but that's still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's
So I
pretty
was
bad.
not very impressed with the spiky meatball on a stick. So up next, I've got this thing. It looks pretty mean. It is very spiky, and this is solid. Like, this is one solid piece of metal. I'm gonna call this the spiky scepter. I got higher hopes for this one.
Do it. Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, he's dead. Ah, look at that. Ugh. He ain't pretty no more.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly. I'm definitely gonna say that's lethal. That's real bad. Oh dear.
Whoa! Ugh. Holy cow, look at it just go right on through. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, I got a headache. Ah!
So I think we've established that medieval weapons are indeed lethal. But now what we're gonna find out is how effective would medieval weaponry be against modern armor. So this is a ballistic helmet. This is rated for most pistol rounds, I think all the way up to 44 Magnum. So we're gonna put this on a new, fresh zombie bust, and we're gonna take another whack at it with the spiky scepter. Okie dokie. Here we go. Yeah!
Oh, he's gonna be feeling that.
Wow, that definitely looked, oh, it bent it. It bent my spiky scepter.
Yo.
Darn it. And he looks good. He looks solid. Our helmet, we didn't even penetrate it. Doesn't look like we have much damage at all. So, the modern helmet, modern armor, at least against this particular medieval weapon, did a pretty good job.
Oh.
You know, this guy is pretty ugly, but you know what else is ugly?
Hey.
Debt. It seems like most people have experienced debt or are currently in debt, and it's really easy to accumulate a lot of it. And
Yes.
once you do, it can be very difficult to dig yourself out. I too have experienced debt, but at the time there were not many options out there. But thankfully now there's companies like today's sponsor, PDS Debt. Hadouken! PDS Debt has customized solutions for anyone struggling with debt, whether it be personal loans, collections, credit cards, or medical bills. Oh,
Yeah.
that is quite a mess, and I don't really feel like cleaning that up. But PDS Debt can help you clean up your mess. They will roll all of your monthly payments into one low monthly payment. Everyone with 10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies, and there's no minimum credit score required. Bad and fair credit is accepted. PDS Debt will help you to save thousands in interest and fees and help you to pay off your debt in a fraction of the time. Right now, PDS Debt is offering a free debt analysis, and it only takes 30 seconds. All you gotta do is swing over to pdsdebt.com/KYB to start your free debt analysis today. Or you can find that link in the description down below. A big thank you to PDS Debt for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
Yes.
Okay, well,
All
we're
right.
gonna go
And
ahead.
folks, really, be careful. Be careful with your money. Be smart with it, folks, and check out that link. All right. If you need help, like, listen, just do all your research and check out that link in Scott's YouTube video.
Step it up a little bit. I've got an even bigger spiky ball, but this one's on a chain. I'm going to give this thing a few swings and see what happens. There we go. Oh, I missed. Darn it. That was a close one.
Close one, buddy.
I have to dig this on the table.
Get on the table.
That's in there good.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
We almost got it.
There you go.
Maybe I'll hit it this time. 1, 2,
2,
3. Oh!
Oh, yeah. Okay, so like he's totally feeling that, even if there's no damage. Oh, yeah. Look, man. I don't care who you are. You're feeling that, man. Look at that, dude. Goes on down. Yeah, he's hurt.
We did some damage to that helmet that time. We've got a pretty good little notch right there, but I don't believe we did any real damage to, oh dear.
Yeah, we did.
Well, he's got a little bit of a hemorrhage. It's just sticking out right there. Oh, just push it back in.
Hey.
No big deal. Not a big deal at all. Just popped right back in there. Also, his skull is kind of cracked.
Yeah,
so we still managed to do quite a bit of damage with this medieval weapon, even with this modern armor. Man, that was a really hard hit. It's time to get a little more serious and step it up another notch. This here is my meat tenderizer, and it has a very pointy spike on the end, and I've got high hopes for this one. We almost penetrated the helmet with the spiky ball on a chain, so I think that this one has a pretty good shot.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, hey, there's the hemorrhage. Oh, ha, ha. Oh, why am I hurting? That really, ah. There it is. That's what you call a head-splitting action. Oh, put down your tomatoes. That's funny.
Well, I think I could have hit a little bit harder, but we hit right there. And there is a good little pinhole right there. But I think we can do better. I was kind of afraid I was going to break this thing, but I'm going to be a little braver this time. Also, I can't see anything. And where's my helmet? There you
Oh. Look, it's just flipped right out. It's going right back in. Ew.
Let's have a look, shall we?
I don't want to
I
look.
hit that really hard, and I'm not really sure where I even hit, to be quite honest. I think right there is where that Velcro patch is. Oh, I think we made it through, actually. Let me take out this pad. Yeah, we've got a little hole right there. And then if you look right here, we've got a little new notch right there with a little hole. So we didn't make it very far through the helmet, but we did make it through the helmet, and honestly, I think that's pretty impressive. Before we move on, let's go ahead and take a whack with the hammer portion of this and an unarmored subject. Oh, gosh!
Ha! He ain't pretty no more. Yo. Shoot, man. Just right there, boom. Just gone. Just gone. But see, this is like one side. I mean, Scott's built like a giant. Of course, him throwing down the hammer is gonna break something.
I'm gonna say this is pretty effective. I would
Yes.
definitely want to be wearing some sort of a helmet if somebody had one of these, because that was just pretty awful. That's pretty awful. And I got it on my pants. Darn it! Luckily though, I did not get. Well, I did. I got some on my shirt, just a little bit, but
Just
it's
a little
still
speed.
okay. If you would like to pick up one of my limited edition 3-year anniversary shirts that does not have blue stains on it, you should swing over to KentuckyBallistics.com. There's a link in the description down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. I feel like this is what the cleanup crew was like back in the gladiator days, you know, I'm just clearing all this off here.
There probably might have been just more just little skull fragments. Hey, Johnny, you find that arm? Yeah, the lions are chewing on it right now. You know, I'm just gonna let them go at it. I'll pick up the bones later. Excuse me, but the Emperor said he wants to clean this arena out. He's gonna be flooding it for the naval battles. And they don't want any floating dead body parts. This is a family-friendly event. It's got to start off family-friendly. Can you imagine the cleanup crew for the Colosseum back in antiquity during the times of Vespasian and Titus?
Poor Jim. Okay, it is time to move on to a full-blown zombie torso. I'm placing the armored helmet on it, and we have some Premier Body Armor soft armor. This is level 3A, and it's rated up to 44 Magnum. Now, I don't really expect this next weapon to penetrate said soft armor, but we're going to take a whack at it anyways.
Oh, it did some damage. It did damage.
So obviously we did not penetrate the body armor. His head is, oh, that's not good.
Oh.
I think there's a good chance his head might fall off. So I can feel a pop.
Oh.
Nothing a little duct tape can't fix.
Yeah, that's right.
Put that right there. Just kind of pull his head back.
Good as new.
So when it comes to this soft armor, I'm a lot more interested in pointy and sharp weaponry than I am blunt force weaponry. So we have us a sword, and I'm gonna take a whack at this thing this way, and I'm gonna try to stab it and see if the modern soft armor will hold up to this medieval masterpiece.
Yes.
Ah!
Whoa! I heard that. Dude. Oh, it did damage. Dude, hold on. That was pretty badass. Look at that. Yeah, it went in. That's what she said.
Oh
Dude.
dear. Okay, we need to check that out.
That
We cut this whole part of the carrier, and we cut into that armor just a tad. We definitely didn't make it all the way through it, but my goodness, that is actually pretty darn sharp. Okay, I got some gloves on now. I am going to try to stab, and then I'm going to take one more whack at the swinging, but we'll try to slice a little more. All right, here we go. Ah!
Whoa. Nice. Hold on. Let's rewind it again. That is badass. Yo. Look at the sword as it waves, man. I never knew that. That's pretty cool. We got swordsmiths in the audience. What do you call that? I guess a sword swing? Pretty badass, man.
You got, well, wow. Actually, you know what? We may have done more damage than I thought. Let's take this off here.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. It's all good and cut up. We can just kind of
Yeah.
rip that off there.
Yeah.
Actually cut through quite a few layers,
Oh.
but we did not make it through the back. So it seems like our path to victory today when it comes to medieval weapons against modern armor is having something pointy. So up next, we have a spear.
As it
Now,
should
the
be.
next question is, am
Or as we call it, a pointy stick.
I actually going to be able to hit him? So ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? Yeah!
Oh!
We hit it.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, I don't think that we made it through. That bounced right off of there. I'm going to take another whack at this. I'm not really sure what the proper technique is for spear throwing, but I'm just going to try to throw it harder. Yeah!
Go. Oh, that's pretty badass, man.
Well, I can feel a little bit of a bulge, but
That's what she said.
it did not make it through it. Man, that is not going in. Like, that is really tough. Power! Yeah!
Yes!
Oh!
Awesome.
I tell you what, I'm feeling pretty good about my spear throwing technique. That's pretty effective right there. And you definitely, oh,
Ugh.
yep, that would do it.
I'll do it.
I would definitely want to be wearing my body armor. Not so much luck with the spear, but I feel pretty good about the old meat tenderizer. I think I may be able to drive that through there. We're going to take a shot at it. So,
3, 2.
1, 2.
Here we go.
3. Oh! Yep, that did it.
Well, that did it all right.
That went right through that soft armor, and it looks like we hit. That's where we hit.
Right there.
Right in that spot. Right there. Oh.
Yeah.
So for my final weapon today,
All right. The Highlander sword.
I have the 4-bore of swords. This is a 9-foot-long Claymore.
Claymore. Okay, there we go.
This thing's a little hard to wield.
That's what she said.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh! Oh, blunt side. Just... Yo, hold on. Look at the... What the heck? Yo.
Okay.
You
I
bent
don't
it.
know who constructed this sword, but it wasn't made for a man of my stature, apparently. I guess I put a lot of force behind that, and it's, well, it's bent, and the handle broke off.
Oh.
Wow. I'm so happy that I didn't pay like $1,500 for that sword, because I totally didn't.
Oh no. I hope you didn't.
Let's take a look at Mr. Zombie here. I hit the strap, and we did absolutely nothing. Not a darn thing. He's
I don't know. The blunt force
perfectly
trauma
fine.
would have been enough. Ah! 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 Oh yeah, he ain't pretty no more.
Did I hit him?
Yeah, you did.
Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty effective. Not bad for a dull sword. That sword does not have an edge on it. Okay, now let's see what I can do with a smaller sword that I can maneuver better and has quite an edge on it. Shah! Shah!
Ah.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely more effective. Right there is a pretty good shot. That's
Yeah.
way more effective than the bigger sword.
Yeah. Ah. Yes. When in doubt, use that pitchfork or trident. Yes. Yes. Dude. It's like Mad Max. Mad Max, man. There you go. Stop it. Stop it. He's already dead.
Okay, well, I have come to the conclusion that medieval weapons are no longer relevant, at least in my humble opinion. We had a very hard time defeating modern armor with medieval weapons, and honestly, I had a hard time in general defeating a zombie torso with the medieval weapons. I mean, I did more damage with my mini bike than I did with all of my...
I have to question that because with the amount of strength he was doing blunt force trauma. Like even then, the modern while the armor didn't maybe crack, the trauma afterwards, the person ain't recovering.
My weapons combined. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's a no-go for me, and I'm going to stick with modern technology. Let me know what you thought about them in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, be sure and give today's video a like, and be sure and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on all social media platforms. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up one of my limited shirts.
There you go. There you go.
And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, so we learned something here today. First of all, I would push back and say just a little bit. I think the amount of power that Scott's got in those arms, okay? Let's face it, the dude's a giant. The amount of trauma that he's delivering was blow after blow to the zombie torso. I mean, that thing ain't getting up. And if it was a person, if they're not on their way to dying on the ER, they're gonna die on the ground. Okay, this is how it is. I think more or less, while it may not have been as epic, like seeing the armor break apart or anything like that. If we look at even ancient antiquity, like some of the armor. My suggestion would be the next time Scott chooses to do an experiment with medieval weaponry, maybe uh, use maybe some kind of medieval armor, maybe just as test, or either that. Well, don't want to have a risk of ricochet. Maybe do it as safe as possible, but maybe how medieval armor. Hey, Kentucky Blizzard, here's an idea: how medieval armor could withstand modern weaponry. Yeah, how about that? You could start off with a pistol and then go all the way up to that 4-bore style. I would say that would be an interesting thing. Just obviously you have to consider the potential of some kind of ricochet. I don't know. I'm not a physicist or professor, but that would be a sight. Medieval armor versus modern weapons. That would be cool. I think that would be cool. While we're still waiting for our T-Rex skull. So yeah, all right. Hey, imagine T-Rex skull with medieval armor. That would be awesome. Anyways, this was a fun video. And how about another suggestion? Maybe instead of next time, use like arrows, like crossbows or arrows from antiquity. That kind of stuff, bows and arrows, all that kind of stuff. I mean, hey, the world's your oyster on this one. But hey, shout out to Kentucky Ballistics. Please be sure to support the original content creator. All the links for all the videos we check out are in the description box below. So do the right thing, do the one thing, and support the original content creator. I shall see thou on the battlefield. I have my warhammer and my sword and shield. Let us face in glorious combat. Take good care.